is Audrey Allison, and this is your July 2014 forecast for the month, and this is the month that we've all been waiting for. For Leo rising, as well as sun sign Leo, this is the month where Jupiter enters your sign, and it's miraculous. There's a lot of influence for you this month. You rule, and happy birthday, by the way. Right at the top of the month, on the first day of July, Mercury finally goes direct. And he goes direct at 24 degrees Gemini. And this is your 11th house for you. Friendships, goals, and wishes, and clubs, and group organizations. It's a very positive time. You are talkative, you're expressive, you are connecting with the right friends at the right time. It's really impressive because Mercury is transiting thrice this month. You know, he starts off in Gemini, he'll go into Cancer and Leo this month. So he's active. He's making up for lost time during his retrograde of 3 weeks. On the 12th of July, we have our full moon at 20 degrees Capricorn. Capricorn's your sixth house of health. There's an awareness in the sixth house. This is also routine, daily regimen, and errands and local travel, and how you schedule the hours within your day. The full moon will bring things to an ending and awareness, and you could become aware of having to tend to a minor health practice or just tending to your appointments and doctors' scheduled appointments. Now that Mercury's direct, you have a lot of positive influence there. Actually, it would be a great time to get the dental work checked up on because of it being in Capricorn, and that rules the teeth and also the spine, the skeleton. So any chiropractic appointments as well would be beneficial to you in the sixth house, the sixth sector. Tongue twister. On the 13th, Mercury makes his transit into Cancer, and this is in the 12th house of psychic ability and spirituality and inner reflection and quiet time. It's positive because even though Mercury wants us to communicate and express ourselves in the sector that it touches, this will enhance you inside, the mind. Your dreams could be very pronounced at that time. You could have psychic impressions and premonitions as well. On the 16th, here's what's up. Jupiter enters Leo. Congratulations. This is a transit that happens once every 12 years. He exits Cancer on the 16th, enters you until August 11th of 2015. He's in your first house of self. The planet of abundance, growth, expansion, luck, opulence, all of the blessings Jupiter holds. There's one thing that he could do when he expands the self, he expands the person, so you have to watch your weight, but it's not detrimental. If anything, it's temporary, and he makes you very jolly. So just picture yourself like a happy little Santa Claus, but maybe with less pounds and no beard. Here's what's happening. He is absolutely granting you some opportunities that you wished you had in the previous 12 years. He's meeting there in this first house with the Sun, who transits into Leo on the 22nd. The new moon on the 26th is 3 degrees Leo, and also Mercury transits into Leo on the 31st. So you have the moon, the Sun, and Jupiter in your first house of self. Wish big. You need to think about the future and the long-range goal of what you want to actually achieve in this 12-year cycle. You're going through a 12-year cycle. You're restarting. It's amazing. It's all about you this month of July, Leo. So it's just going to be, I really want to say it's going to be magnificent, okay? So really be kind to yourself, and this is just the initiation. This is just the first beginning steps of this transit. You'll see things over the next 13 months that are almost magical occur for you. On the 18th, Venus enters Cancer as well with Mercury in this 12th house, beautifying, also bringing money for metaphysical courses, or to have dream therapy work, counseling, spirituality, maybe giving to causes or charity. A lot of 12th house inner reflection activity is important, but then you have all of the first house expressive activity from the second half of the month on. Saturn goes direct on the 20th, 16 degrees Scorpio, another fixed sign like you. This is affecting the 4th house of home and foundation. There are now lessons to be learned about the 4th house of home. You could actually want to reconstruct the home, remodel the home, tear down barriers in the home. This is good because Saturn will be with you in this 4th house until December 23rd, and then he'll move into Sagittarius, which is it's a better placement, but you could actually restructure how it is you're living by the end of December, or where you're living. On the 21st, Uranus retrogrades at 16 degrees Aries, and another fire sign in the 9th house. Uranus direct brings on shock and surprise, but retrograde, he calms down the element of abrupt surprise. So this is good. You could travel abroad with him retrograde. There won't be shakeups and sudden shocks with long-distance travel. Also the 9th house of higher education. This is an excellent time to start school, to study in college and earn an extra degree or a PhD or, education of the higher realms. The 9th house is also a spiritual house, but it's philosophies and almost religion, the deep spirituality, metaphysical as well. I mentioned the sun entering Leo. Happy birthday, the 22nd in your first house of self. On the 25th, Mars enters Scorpio in this 4th house, giving you energy, drive, ambition, and maybe even aggression in the home. But I feel like you'll have energy to make decisions in the home and get things handled. If things need cleaning, remodeling, fixing, restructure who's in the home. This is what Mars is going to do towards the end. So you'll have Saturn direct in your 4th house and Mars. It's positive. On the 26th, a day later, we have our new moon that I mentioned, 3 degrees Leo in this 1st house, followed by Mercury on the 31st in Leo in the 1st house. It is all about you. I'm really going to focus on the cards in regards to Jupiter and what this means for you and what this could possibly mean over the next, 12 months, 13 months that he's with you. So let me get into the cards because I'm just very excited about this Jupiter transit. 3 of Wands, fire, Leo, this is you, but it's also the 9th house of faraway travel. You've got action. You're going to be taking trips over these next 13 months, but spiritually guided trips. The psychic eye on the boat lends to being guided. So heed your dreams because you have activity and premonitions in the 12th. You're very spiritual right now. You have most of the planets, or at least the most magnificent, the sun himself, our life force, and the moon, we can't live without them, and Jupiter with you. So that's super important. More fire. The 10 of Wands, the phoenix rising out of the ashes, the rebirth, the transformation. Leo, I'm probably going to pull all fire. Oh no, I got some coin. This is sharing, trust, generosity. The 6 of coins is loans, finances, the lending of funds, trust, and opportunity. You've got coin around you at this time as well. Even though the 10th house of career isn't activated, with Jupiter, you can land your dream job when he's in your 1st house. I think people are celebrating the 4th of July a little early. The Lover's card. This is representative of representing Gemini. Gemini, I can barely speak right now. Okay, bringing your, not only your shared resources and your dream job, but bringing in the dream love. I think that you have a really impactful 13 months ahead of you, aligning your career, your soulmate. If you're not in a relationship, you will be if you want one, if you desire one, at the end of the 13-month transit into August of 2015. I think Jupiter is bringing in the connection. He's bringing in the lover. If you don't want a relationship and you're already in one, this is just expanding the relationship you're in. If you aren't in a relationship, nor do you desire one, that's good too. Jupiter is expanding you and your intention and your path. He's actually putting you on a new 12-year cycle. So don't be surprised if your lioness passions realign, because you're going through a shift, and it's really important that you heed the inner guidance and advice that you're being given, that's almost being downloaded into you at this time. Trust your gut and your premonitions in the 12th house, because that's where Cancer is for you, and that's where most of your activity lies with Mercury and Venus. Let me pull some more cards for you. Facing your fears. You know, the Nine of Swords is a process of elimination as well. You want to surround yourself with people who bring you up, with more things that you aren't afraid of. This is almost like facing the struggles or looking at the things that brought you fear in a new way, and eliminating some things that no longer suit you. It's a powerful card, but it's also about thoughts and being analytical in your choices, cutting some things free and moving forward without looking back, facing your fears. What else do we have? My absolute favorite card, the Six of Swords, the higher power, the loving breeze, going with the flow and allowing yourself to be guided by the cloud pushing you across the water. You're traveling also, and I said that, in the 13 months abroad, the long distance. You'll have the funds to do so. I think you're being brought new information through the water in this card is the prophetic self, the spiritual mind. It's really magnificent what's about to occur for Leos and Leo risings. So trust your gut. It's the best advice. And also, you can now make plans with Mercury direct in implementing this travel. It's smooth sailing. No pun. I mean, it's literally smooth sailing. My name is Audrey Alison. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you a magnificent July, and if you'd like to book with me, I'm available at audreyallison.com. Thanks, Leo. Have a sweet month, and I will see you next August. Bye.